Evening, welcome. It's Arts, Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna do some moogle quests, some moogle delivery quests, and yeah, we should finish them today. Excited about that. So yeah, enjoy the stream. Dear me, a fine mess this is. A fine mess indeed, Kupo. Kupo, I didn't notice you there. I was too preoccupied with living a post-Moogle's worst nightmare. I have a letter with an unreadable address. All I can make out are the words Mond and Ulda. The rest is illegible squiggles. Who could it be? Glymond? No, maybe Bymund? Or Frymund? Oh, of course, Wymund. Yes, Wymund, the Sultanate's information monger. Not a single doubt about it. My assistant Wymond and Ulda is our recipient. Now take this letter to him. I believe he can be found on Emerald Avenue most days. I'll rest easy knowing it's in your experienced hands, Kupo. Have you delivered the letter to Wymond yet? If not, you best hurry, Kupo. God knows we've kept him waiting long enough. Dope armor. Right. Yep. Gotta love 14. And we're back to Wymond. If it ain't my venturing friend, or is it postwoman today? Can't say I was expecting mail, though. Raymond, we have your daughter. Demands behind shack at Copper Bell. Obey or she dies. The Purple Haze. 'Tis a ransom note. Why'd you bring this to me? I ain't Raymond, you fool. And I can't very well look the other way, can I? Of course it'd have to be the goddamn purple haze. Full sense of humor fate's got, making me remember what I've worked to forget. They're a gang of crooks who do in a newborn babe for the right price, though they all got thrown in the clink before the calamity. If they're at large again, then we've got to stop him. Aye, my home plus your blunder makes it we, so I'll thank you to get their demands from Copper Bell. Up to us to stop purple haze, yo. So run and find their ransom demands. Ought to be, yeah, okay. Okay. Sorry about that. And here we go. He flying. There we are. Nice timing. I just got back myself from delivering the bad tidings to Raymond and his wife. Good folk hit by bad fortune, those two. Had to stop him from calling in the brass blades, though. That only forced the Haze's hand and get the girl killed. Took a lot of promises, but they trusted her life to me. That's how it stands on my end. You got the ransom demands? The Haze are here demanding the deed to Raymond's land, or the ceruleum near it, more like. Neath it, more like. Secure the minerals' rights and live as kings. Clever, too clever. I've got a sneaking suspicion the gang's acting as the brawn to some corrupt merchant, but they'll succeed over my dead body. Before I get you involved, yo, there's something you ought to know. I used to be a part of the Purple Haze. I was one of the bastards, blackmail, extortion, confidence tricks. If it was a far cry from lawful, I'd had a hand in it. Those were black days, and I'd still be lost in the dark if not long dead had it not been for her. A flower girl named Mithra who used to stand at this very spot. Buying one of her roses turned into my daily routine, just to hear her say, "Thank you kindly, Mr. Winman." Not once did she get my name right, but seeing that innocent smile made me see goodness in the realm. But then the haze silences. This one spoke. He was a good, upstanding type who'd informed on the gang. Brave man's sacrifice should have made for a happy ending, but that informer was Mithra's brother. And she just vanished. Never saw her smiling face again after that day. Not once. Ain't easy to talk about, even after all these years. And he wrote, "It was the push I needed to leave the criminal life. I sang like a canary to the most famous detective I could, Hildebrand. But he took me for the dead man. Went around Ul'dah telling anyone who'd listen I was a righteous monger of information. Soon enough, all the Hays were behind bars. I'd gotten my new chapter, but had nothing else to my name. So I stepped into the murdered bloke's life and rode the rumors to where I am today." Wow. Come to think of it, though, where in the hells are that Hildy and Nashu? Even that prized pair should have gotten wind of this kidnapping. Just noticed them in the back. Well, my point is that I ain't standing, but while scum threatens a little girl's life, can I count on your help to save Rio? Good, cause it just so happens I've got a scheme that needs 2 bodies. The way I see it, the Hazel disperse if we snuff out the mastermind, but this merchant's too smart to be caught within a mom of the gang. So we'll just need a trap so large he can't see it coming, the market itself. First we have to start a few rumors and make them seem true. Make your way to Saratoga at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange and get his attention with this banknote. Tell him you're working for a wealthy fellow who wants to buy as much beryllium as he can with the gilt promise on that paper. Then actually buy a boatload of the fuel from whoever Saratoga introduces. You mark my words, yo. Those villains are going to stumbling back into my life. That. Go on, speak with Saratoga at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Aye, the right word in his ear, and every able merchant's like to learn what we want them to. Tell him you're looking to buy beryllium on behalf of an employer with that banknote, then get a load from whomever he introduces. Okay. Ciceroga. Ah, adventurer, what do you want? A purveyor of beryllium, you say? An expensive request. Do you have the funds to back it? My dear lady, how came you by such great riches? Your employer's money, eh? Well, allow me to assure you that you are speaking with the right person. Signat, the fellow over yonder, will be happy to provide all the beryllium you desire. and let us not forget to thank the finder. Your sudden interest, however, gives credence to today's rumors that a certain engineer's groundbreaking invention will send the demand for ceruleum soaring. Yes, 'tis perhaps time that I purchase ceruleum's futures myself. What I could do for Mistress Momode with, but I have said too much. So he has a thing for Momode too. Man, everybody has a thing for Momode, I swear. Alright. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning ceruleum? Of course. Are you interested in current stocks of futures? Or futures? And what do you have to spend? Sorry. Gods be good. In all my days, no one has ever placed so large an order. It is your money, yes? If you are tied up in something shady, there can be no deal. I see. Well, if this employer of yours is legitimate, I will be happy to assist you. And let me say, he has impeccable timing. What do I mean? Why, just that the market has been full of rumors today about Garland Ironworks. The word is that those engineers found a way to craft airships for a fraction of the cost. Vessels will soon fill the skies and the price of ceruleum will soar. If this is true, ceruleum will become the most desirable of commodities. And with the amount he's willing to spend, I dare say your employer knows a thing or two we don't. But this is not the time for talk. Here is your ceruleum futures contract. I'll make good on it, or my name isn't Saigot. Never fear, madame. I'll make good on that ceruleum futures contract. And for all your other needs, I hope you continue to think of Saigot in sundries. Okay. There's a mad scramble to buy ceruleum. Oh, that's cool. They have a little dialogue in... Heard Saratoga introduce you to Saigot. Do you have a futures contract to show for your dealings with him? Well, you set the price of ceruleum soaring high as an airship. It was me who started those rumors, but they look real now that you placed that order. Hold on to the futures contract for now. 'Tis the very bait we need to lure the mastermind into the open. No doubt he's heard how you swept into the markets. That's like to vex him, as is the news that he's gotten himself a rival businessman with a real adept underling. And how do you imagine he'd feel if I said underling were to meet with the Hayes secretly? With ceruleum prices high as they are, he'd feel betrayed for God's damn sure. It's a date with a kidnapper at the coffer and coffin for you. You'll have to find a man of the Hayes, of course, but just keep your eyes out. Get his attention with a pint, then show him the futures contract, and let it slip your employers looking for rich land. Greed'll do the rest. Alright. Plan calls for you to move yourself to the coffer and coffin venture to meet a man of the purple haze. When you find one, put a little liquor in him, then give him a peek at the futures contract and let it slip your employers searching for a rich land. Alrighty. What? A drink? Fine. Ain't nothing in the realm for free, though. What do you want? Ugh. So it's your master's what struck it rich in this cerulean craze, huh? Suppose it's him. I ought to thank for this grog, eh? Mine his own ceruleum? Har har. I wager he is, the greedy bugger. Maybe you've got an itch I can scratch. I'll be coming into the deed to a huge plot of land shortly. Cerulean rich land, it's sealed. Take what you're imagining and add 2 zeros. 2. Might be land and ain't quite me cup of tea. Might be as I am willing to sell it, for the right offer that is. Just a little something to think about. But I'm drowning me troubles here most days if you fancy another chat. The meat here's don't go half. Hey, I got a fate completed. Nice. The meat here don't half go down. The meat here don't half go down well. When you've a mind to talk business, come back and join me for a pint. I do talk funny. Alright. I'll make good fortune in cerulean, see if I don't. While you were gone, the price of cerulean hit its peak. I'll need the contract back now. It'll fetch a good price and give me the funds to finish things with a bang. Appreciate it. And you mean with that thug? Our mastermind's sure to be feeling betrayed. What worth this underling talking to my own in the coffer and coffin? After he went to the trouble of kidnapping Raymond's daughter, false friends trying to turn a profit on their own ain't like to sit well with him. And I've given him a little push with a certain letter as well. Reckon he'll be leaving to question the haze round about now. A lot of them are making for Cutter's Cry and straight into the trap you've worked to bait. Leave the springing of it to me. Ain't none of them leaving those caves unscathed. What's it I mean to do? Can't spoil the surprise yet, but don't worry unduly. Ryman's just going to play a trick, something from the bad old days. Meet me up north of Cutter's Cry, yo. Then we can watch the Haze's streams go up in smoke. The stage is set, yo, and we're in for a good show. The Haze said to put the dead deed over there. I obliged with the forgery. Our mastermind's here too. I'm hoping my deed fools them so they'll let the girl go. Easy, lass. You're safe now. Just keep close to that kindly venturer, eh? Whew. Well, looks like drama's unfolding twixt our villains. Wouldn't want to be in that thug's boots. Our mastermind's doubtless given the bloke a right proper grilling about his relationship with you. But at the end of the day, the merchant needs the Haze to keep him sweet. He'll offer a bigger share of the spoils. And they'll accept it, I don't doubt. No sense in them sliding with some venturer they barely know over the merchant's coin. So they'll seal their deal with the Haze's solemn custom, passing a pipe while speaking a crook's vow. That sworn insomnus glow holds true in hell's fire, ha, as if a puff or two bound them to anything. But I will say, that bit of somnus takes the edge off. But what if some bloke went and hid military-grade fire sand nearby? Yeah. Aye, the moment they light their pipe, 100 million gills worth of the stuff will explode. That's what I sold the futures contract for. Explosives. What can blow a settlement sky high? Less that's what the fellow who sold it, now hold on a moment. That whole sky high bit might have not been a figure of speech. Seven hells, I hope something survived that. Well, little one, I reckon you had enough excitement to last a lifetime. Go and find the brass blades, they'll see you safely to your parents. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night. Good child, that. You make sure she meets her family at Arzeth Assery. They ought to thank you for all you've done. I'd be grateful if you check in on Raymond's wife while you're there. She's young and comely, but the worry made her look weary as a crone. Okay. T-posing. Gotta love the PS4. Alright. Nice. Okay. Thanks again, Venturer. Are you the woman who rescued my daughter? Thank you 1,000 times, thank you. Truly, words cannot express how relieved I am to have her back. Oh, are you Wyman's friend? Then I owe you a great debt. I was besides myself with worry when he came, but no longer. My daughter is safe. As she tells it, it seems we need fear the gang or that awful merchant no more. You have my gratitude as well. In truth, I wavered, enlist the brass blades to bring our daughters home by force, or leave it to Wyman to save her with cunning. But my wife felt he could be trusted, and full glad am I that she convinced me to do so as well. We wish to thank Wyman too. Could you take this to him on Emerald Avenue? 'Tis a token, really, but I hope it shows our appreciation. Once again, thank you for returning our daughter to us. Oh, I thought that was an NPC. My bad, dude. Playing Postwoman again. Wait, before you hand it over, are you dead certain it's for me, and if it is, that it ain't another ransom note? A rose, just like what I used to buy from Mithra. Ever since she vanished, time stood still for me. I'd been waiting for her so long. What used to be her spots turned into mine. Precious blossom this, makes the good memories come flooding back. Who is it from, by the way? Raymond's wife, eh? Well, look at that, there's even a card. Thank you kindly, Mr. Wyman. You're Mithra. Seven hells, it was her all along? She grew up quick. I'm glad she's happy and has a good husband. Thank you, yo. I think it's time I'll start moving for me again. Thank you kindly, Mr. Woman. She still doesn't get my name right, and I wouldn't have it any other way. One more level. Always regretted never saying goodbye to Mithra. Ain't many who find them they lost, and I'm lucky to have learned she's alive. So I've decided to share my good fortune by giving the money left over from our cerulean venture to the refugee children. Maybe their smiles will turn some bad folk good, eh? Ah. Raymond's alright. Hey, Well, if isn't my favorite whipping girl, or my most promising pupil, You couldn't have picked a better time to pay a visit, Kupo. Two of my post-Moogleston training are set to embark on their first assignment. While they have completed a thorough training session administered by yours truly, their sensitive and sympathetic superior, that's me, is ever concerned for his subordinate's safety. I have here in my paws a veritable compendium of choice counsel for the aspiring post-Moogle. Your task is to deliver it to Reo Sana, in whose custody my subordinates have been placed at Camp Tranquil. Consider it the next stage in your own training, Kupo. Why are you still dallying about when your fellow initiates are in need of your aid? Deliver my sage advice to Reo Senna at Camp Tranquil, that she might see my post-Moogles in training off to a smooth start on their first assessment. Wait, assignment or assessment? Doesn't matter. Alright. Oh. I'm gonna have to stop the stream there. I gotta eat dinner. But we'll finish it in the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in about like 20 minutes.